Some mysteries refuse to be forgotten. Some legends never fade. And some conspiracies demand to be uncovered. This is Codename Unknown. Mysteries, conspiracies, and legends. Where expert investigator and host Jackson Wolf dives deep into history's most perplexing enigmas, chilling folklore, and secretive cover-ups. Each week, he pushes the boundaries of what we know, uncovering hidden truths and questioning the stories we've been told. The search for answers begins now. Open your mind, question everything, and step into the shadows.
Welcome back to another episode of Codename Unknown Mysteries, Conspiracies, and Legends. I'm your guide, Jackson Wolf, inviting you to delve with me into the captivating phenomena of time slips, a topic that sits right on the cusp of science fiction and plausible reality. Today, we're breaking down this enigmatic concept, examining its relevance and implications on our understanding of reality. To start off, let's define what we mean by time slips. Essentially, a time slip refers to an event where an individual perceives an experience or reality that appears chronologically incongruent with their own. Imagine walking down the street and suddenly finding yourself in what seems like a different era or an alternate version of the world. These experiences can be incredibly vivid and are often described with remarkable detail by those who have claimed to encounter them. Now, let's dive into some notable accounts of time slip experiences. One of the most famous stories comes from Liverpool, England, where several people over the years have reported slipping back in time to the early 20th century while walking down a particular street. They describe everything from the clothing people wore to the architecture and car models as belonging to that earlier time. Such instances are intriguing because they involve multiple accounts that seem to corroborate one another. So, is there a connection between time slips and the theories of parallel universes? This is where things get truly fascinating. Some physicists propose that time slips may be related to parallel universes, alternate realities that exist concurrently with our own. According to theories in quantum physics, every decision we make creates branching realities, each equally real but separate. If true, a time slip could be a moment where these realities intersect, allowing for glimpses into other times and places. Historically, the concept of time slips isn't a modern invention. Numerous accounts throughout history record events where people have allegedly traveled to or seen into the past or the future. These stories have often seeped into cultural narratives, shaping myths, legends, and folklore. Such tales often blur the lines between fantasy and recorded history, yet they continue to captivate us. Perhaps because they touch on the deep-seated human curiosity about time and its mysteries. Let's talk about the psychological aspects of experiencing time slips. Our perception and consciousness play crucial roles in how we interpret reality. Some skeptics argue that time slips might be the result of altered mental states, memory errors, or even temporal lobe epilepsy. Such conditions can create experiences that feel intensely real but are ultimately illusory. However, this explanation doesn't sufficiently account for shared experiences by multiple people in the same setting. Looking at critical analysis, we have to balance the scales between skepticism and belief in alternate realities. Conventional science suggests that time slips are anomalies or misperceptions, while the possibility of alternate realities remains a fringe topic, largely unproven. Yet, as we advance in our understanding of quantum mechanics and neuroscience, what once seemed impossible might inch closer to possibility. So, what implications do time slips hold for our understanding of time and reality? If taken as genuine phenomena, they might suggest that time is not a linear, one-dimensional experience. Instead, it could be a complex, multifaceted tapestry that occasionally allows crossovers. Time slips could, in theory, teach us much about the fabric of existence, compelling us to see beyond the traditional constructs of past, present, and future. I encourage you, our listeners, to ponder your own experiences and theories about time slips. Have you ever had a moment where time seemed out of joint, Do you have a theory about how such events could be possible? We want to hear from you, your thoughts, and your stories as we continue to explore these intriguing mysteries. As we wrap up today's episode of Codename Unknown, we've journeyed through the layers of time and consciousness, probing into whether time slips might offer a glimpse into parallel realities or simply highlight the quirks of our perception. We've touched on historical accounts, scientific theories, and even ventured into the realms of psychological analysis. The beauty of examining such mysteries lies in the questions they ignite, urging us to look beyond the surface and into the greater unknown. Thank you for joining me, Jackson Wolf, on today's exploration. If this episode has stirred your curiosity, please share it with fellow curious minds. And remember, the next time you gaze at a clock or wonder about the fabric of reality, there might be more there than meets the eye. Until next time, keep questioning, stay curious, and never stop exploring the unknown.
You've been listening to Codename Unknown, Mysteries, Conspiracies, and Legends. The search for answers never stops, and the truth is always waiting to be uncovered. If you enjoyed the journey, subscribe to us, and don't miss what's next. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning everything.